cash.
From kindergarten to graduation, Local 3 News covers your child's classroom.
Okay, our good friend Kelly Flemings is back on the show with the Soddy Daisy Community Library, and he's brought 2 new books for us to read. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thank you.
I'm going to have to work in conjunction with you better, and here's why.
Okay.
I made myself a promise that I'm going to try to read a book a week.
Oh, wow.
And so far, I'm sticking to it.
That's great.
So when you sent me the email, yeah, I've really, really enjoyed it. But when you sent me the email about the books you were going to cover, I thought, oh, shoot, I can't read one before he gets here because I'm knee-deep in the middle of one right now. So I better hurry up with my speed. But you've picked 2 good ones.
I would like to think so. The adult book that I picked for this month, it's Finding Dorothy, and I thought that's perfect with the popularity of Wicked right now, because this is actually, it's a historical fiction, but it's based on real events that happened in the making of the original Wizard of Oz movie. Maud Baum, who was the wife of Frank Baum, who wrote the book Wizard of Oz, finagled her way into getting involved in the making of the movie. And while she was there, she befriended Judy Garland. And Judy Garland was really browbeaten by the executives and by her own mother. She was one of those Hollywood moms. And so Maud took her under her wing and really cared for her and taught her life lessons that made a big difference.
Wow. So this is a fictionalized story.
It is.
Of kind of that relationship.
It is, but Elizabeth Letts, this is the only fiction novel that she's written. She mainly writes nonfiction, and so for her to take this foray and to pull it off so well, because the characters are rich and you feel like you know Maud, and you even get flashbacks of her life with Frank and their life and the inspiration behind the writing of The Wizard of Oz.
Wow.
So
Oh, that does sound
deep,
good.
rich, beautiful story.
Okay, then next to it, this one's a Newbery winner.
It is. It's this year's Newbery Award winner, and I am proud to say that we knew it first because last year during our summer reading recommendation list, this was one of the ones that we highlighted that everyone should read, and then for it to come back around and get the Newbery, I'm like, yes, we did a good pick on that.
The First State of Being. What is it about?
It's a unique book about time travel. For middle grade. So we're looking 4th through 6th, 7th grade. It's the year is 1999 and they're facing Y2K.
Okay.
And for those of us who went through that, we know how crazy it was. But this 12-year-old boy meets a time traveling teen who comes back from the year 2199, and he's dying to know what's going on. You know, is the world going to collapse and what's going to happen with it? And the boy from the future, Ridge, has this notebook that he protects. It's got all the history in it. But the only reason that Ridge came back from the future was because he wanted to see a real mall. There are no malls in the future, apparently.
I hope that's not a
I
harbinger
don't
of
think
things
so.
to come.
No, it's the future looks wonderful in the book. But the great thing about this book is, even in the future or the present or the past, key relationships, family, parenting, best friends, that never changes. The importance of it, the importance of living in the present.
Right.
And that's actually where the title comes from. The first state of being is being present.
Right.
And that is so important.
Well, you know, we've had this conversation frequently, so here we go again. Yeah, it even says tomorrow begins today. But adolescent literature is for all ages.
Oh, definitely.
It can be so enjoyable because it's kind of nostalgic sometimes when you'll read a book that's written for a younger audience.
It calls back to something that we can remember as whatever age the book's main character is written in, and it helps us remember the importance of our feelings back then and how they relate now.
Yeah.
And what made us, you know, who we are.
Yeah, we kind of reconnect with ourselves, I think, sometimes.
We do.
I
Very
would
much
agree with
so.
that. So I can't think of how I came upon this idea of trying to read the book a week, but I was in the midst of a book when we flipped into the new year. I was finishing one up, I think. And I think I saw online that either the world's wealthiest people or the overwhelming majority of CEOs something read 50 books a year.
The most successful people in the world read every week. They finish a book. So you're bound for success even more than you got.
But one of the reasons I did it was because, like so many people, I would catch myself sitting down at the end of the day and I would get on Facebook. And then all the things that come with Facebook would come my way, and I could just feel myself getting more and more tense. And I thought, I'm not doing this. And I felt like I was leaving myself behind a little bit because my brain was not working the way I wanted it to work. So it's been one of the most self-indulgent but joy-filled things I've done in a long time.
It really is. And I just read a report that more and more people are making sure that right before turning in for the night, they spend an entire hour at least unplugged. You know, no screen time, you know, spend time with your family, play games, read. Just find some peace before going to bed and you'll sleep so much better.
And like the good teachers that you had in elementary school that would say it doesn't matter what you read, just read. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to point out the fun of even an adolescent lit book.
Oh,
because
definitely.
if it's been a while since you've read something, just go to Kelly's library. It's free no matter where you are watching today. And they'll find you a book to read.
Exactly. And
You can
we'll
even
find the
snuggle
right
up
one
there
for
with
you.
the cats if you want to.
Yes, you can.
Great to see you. So
Wonderful.
Finding Dorothy and the First State of Being.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's where you can find out more that they do at the Kelkert Foundation. That's their website there. And then the library is up on Dayton Pike and Soddy. As I said, it's completely free. That's part of their mission.
Hi, I'm Joan. I've lost 25 pounds. I can now go hiking with my husband. My pain levels are lower, and I can work around the house with no pain. And it's all because of Bragg Weight Loss Center.
Hi, I'm Trevor. Welcome to the Hemp House. Let me show you where the treats are.
Our selection of local products allows the Hemp House to bring a little calm to life's journeys, whether you're blessed with 4 legs or just 2. The Hemp House, 4 locations to serve you or online at hemphousechat.com.
Welcome to Redstone Estates, upscale senior living without the upscale price.
After touring